Welcome back to another ARC news video. And this one, it is a little late for the crunch, but I do have some more info on upcoming things, which one of them I am insanely excited about because it was originally scrapped, but I will get to that in a second. This is, first of all, the Community Crunch, which has the cool, Areolix, if that's how you say that, is the serpentine dragon that's shown in the back image here, which is really cool. Then you have the Galoon on the survivor's shoulder, and he's wearing some cool armor set. I'm assuming that's new. It may be like the Ascended Survivors set, possibly, or it's just skins, one of the two. Don't know yet. But with that, high above the frozen peaks of Arat Prime, a presence coils weightless yet commanding. It drifts above, deliberate and unhurried, as if weighing the world beneath. Survivors who encounter it speaks of duality, held in perfect harmony, whether it raises you up or casts you down. Rests entirely on what you bring before it, peace or destruction. That's a really nice image, and yes, just a reminder, it is releasing December 18th, which is tomorrow, and that should be at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So just go off that based off your time. And then, for the Extra Life, they had the final TLC was done, which is the Megalosaurus. So that is in total now. The Uranio will be TLC, the Quetzal, the Giga, the Theri, and the Megalo. The Galley did go up a bit, but it won't get TLC'd. Maybe later, but not at the current moment. And they did raise over 200k, which breaks the record even more. So that's great. It shows all the amounts each team raised, and then the actual Ella Grace, her efforts with all the money that's coming in to help her. And then, this is a big one that people were curious about, was the live ops update. That one. Because I was wondering it as well, because I had top stat Veil ones on official. But with the current decision, we are not allowed to bring over mutated Veil ones. So it's just going to be unmutated ones. So you can tame them, I assume breed, and put traits on. They just cannot have a mutation to be transferred. So decent still, just so then the early game isn't broken. Then you have the Expire servers, which those will no longer exist at 10 a.m. PST or 1 p.m. EST on December 15th. You have ArcBox servers. They are the next wipe's on the 9th. And there was the bonus rates the weekend, but that's already passed. And then this is a lot of info, but this is basically someone else was streaming it. It was Erica's Coded, so if you ever want to watch any of her stuff, it's there. I will put a link in the description. If I remember, I should. And this is all the new stuff that Jeremy Stieglitz, which is the guy in the top left here, he is going over with all of the snail and I'm assuming investors and stuff are looking at, and it's showing like 4 million game units sold. There's 3 Bobtail Tails, which being Scorched, Ab, and Extinction, and then there was all the maps that have came out as of currently. And then they had, Power Rangers and Mutant Ninja Turtles, which they sold 750 million, or sorry, not sold, 750 million mods downloaded and 5,000 mods created. And there's been 4 fantastic. But with this, I'm not having the audio play, just so then. But they were going over that, and then there's this, which is also really cool. This is Carl Urban's face on Bob, which is interesting. But he basically was going over that there will be Ascended survivors that are PC operated, in a sense, like computer operated, and you can recruit them in your tribe. So it's kind of like non-real, like, non-player controlled characters that you can recruit to your tribe, and they'll do things kind of like Survivor Mate. And they decided to put Carl Urban's face on so then it'd actually be more realistic, I guess. And that he voices Bob, so. And then there was this trailer, which this is the newer one. I'm not playing the audio for this one, but if it shows, you see, like, it shows the whole Lost Colony map here. It's not very good detail. I can zoom it in a bit. I can go back a little. But this one, yeah, like, see, when it loads in, see, you got the vampire bat thingies here. You have a whole giant thing back there. You got these towers and bridges, and there's, like, a whole area down there. And then the next image drops down to here. See, there's all these, and there's, like, statues that are there, and symbols for the vampire stuff, and looks like a tech extinction city, kind of. Gothic themed, which is really nice. And here, even though it's hard to see, there's Gigantoraptor Bronto Argy. And then there's the new Cryolophosaurus right here. Right there. Which is a Garuga creature, which we don't have on official official. Which I'm assuming is coming with the map. And this is probably the normal area. I don't know. Possibly. And then here is Desmodus. It's hard to see, but there is Desmodus there. And there's the dragon thing back there. Just is really blurry. So. And then there's the Gloon. And then, yes, there's the Gloon. And it has abilities. Or, sorry. Let me pause it. It has abilities. Once it goes back. Yeah, this thing has abilities where it can, like, zap. If you see there. Maybe like a Noglin where it can mind control stuff in a sense. And this is also like more of the Rockwell biome in the background there. And then you have these, which are how you have Veilwinds. These are the Malwinds. So the evil like horse dog things. And there's like different I don't know what you call those. They're like dark tech armor, and then that's the main skin one. And then you have the statue, which is in the main area. And it can break into a Rex, which is cool. I don't know what's that going to do exactly. A new survivor in that armor set, which we should be getting. It's like a kind of a new snow gear. And there's a vampire thing chasing it. Or chasing him. Here we have a mana. And there's, if you look really closely in here, these are the Veilwinds, but they're the Soulwind version, so the good version. And then you have the dragon coming through the portal. And then this, you would normally hear it. It's her voice lines for the upcoming map. And then that's Evil Mayin with wings. And then that's David Tennant is the Lost King. And that's the Giga Desmodus, which should be the boss. So. And then go over those. Which all that looks really good. And that's just the teaser, which is insane. That's just a teaser. Because it's so much. And then we go to here. So this is the big one. I mean, that trailer's already crazy for a leak. But the thing I wanted so badly to do, because I was trying to play competitively in this, now they're bringing it back with Survival of the Fittest for the third time. It is coming back in Q1 of 2026. And it's being done by Studio Siren, which is the ones who were making Aquatica. Which they did definitely try and fix Aquatica on ASE. And I do give them grace for that. Because they actually seem to be dedicated to it and stuff. I know, yes, Aquatica is just trash that Snail wanted them to make, but they at least tried their best. I'm hoping they do well on this, because I really want to play this competitively. And that's not that far away either. And then after that, we have Bob's True Tales, which is the Tides of Fortune, which is Q2, which will be Gen 1. So this is the new DLC pass for it. And then World Creator in quarter 3, which is basically the procedurally generated worlds that existed in ASE, but no one ever did them because they were just single player and you couldn't really do much. And then Dragontopia, which could be a brand new map, don't know. I'm guessing it will be. That's quarter 4 of 2026, and that's that year. Then you have Atlantis, which is basically Aquatica, but on ASA. But I'm guessing it'll be way better, because almost all this is all made by Wildcard, except for SOTF. But they'll probably still be in helping of that. So we're getting a full underwater map, which is nice. And then that's quarter 1. And then quarter 2 is Gen 2 with Bob Strutail's Galaxy Wars. So we have like fighting in spaceships and stuff. And for Gen 1 as well, we're getting an entire ocean around the biomes connecting them. And then for this one, we're getting an entire space biome connecting all of the different biomes. And then that's for quarter 2. And then for quarter 4, we're getting Legacy of Santiago, which could be either pre-Aberration, it could be the whole future Federation Wars, it could literally be anything. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's like pre-Aberration, because that'd be pretty cool. But I'm really up for anything, because I'm guessing it's going to lead up into Arc 2, with its symbol being very similar. But not complete. So there's that, and I think that was basically it for it. But you have all those things to look forward to. With Lost Colony coming out tomorrow, hopefully, as long as they don't delay it again. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else we had that was of interest. You should only have to pay for 2 of those, but I'm assuming SOTF will be free, because it'll be a part of the base game. World Creator should be free as well. I don't know about the other maps. I know Gen 1, Gen 2 are free, but the DLCs are not. And then Dragontopia, Atlantis, and Legacy of Santiago, those may be paid for ones, based off what they're seeing, because it's product ones. But I'm not entirely sure. And then for anyone who was wondering where Fjordor and Crystal and Lost Island are, those, if I'm to guess, they don't say anything specific because it's a product one. It's ones they'll be like selling, or they're big ones, because those are just free maps. They're not caring about those as much, but they're still important. Those ones, I'm guessing we're probably going to get Fjordor at the same time we get World Creator, because it's not as big of a thing, because it's mainly more for like a single player / creating of maps, and then probably 2027, in between like quarter 2 and quarter 4, we'll probably get Crystal and Lost Island, I'm guessing, probably somewhere in there, just because of all the stuff that's already on here, and Nicardus's Astreus updates, which that one I'm hoping is coming about February-ish, for the new desert biome, and then he still has even more he has to do, and I'm trying to think what else, and then yeah, Lost Colony, because it's coming out tomorrow, hopefully. That will at least need a month or so, just based off the timeline, I would guess Fjordor quarter 3 of 2026, and then Lost Island and Crystal quarter 2.5 to 3.5, something like that. But that will be it for me. I have shown you everything, all that's new, and hopefully all this helps you and gets you excited for upcoming stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.